I haven't talked to you since Gilbert died.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't even know he was. I didn't know he was sick. He always looked like he was sick. Let's be honest with each other, but I didn't know he was actually sick.
he would look really thin and frail sometimes because when I would see him, like against his wishes, I would give him a hug and he'd be very frail. But then all of a sudden, the next time he'd be a little bit, fuller and a little bit more thick. I'm like, oh, I guess he had been ill or something. So I had no clue at all. I mean, it came out of the blue for me. I don't know how many people had any idea how sick he was or whatever, but I probably laughed harder with him than anybody. Nobody was a better audience for each other's jokes than me and him.
Right.
I was telling somebody yesterday, we were at a film festival and it had been raining, and I told him this horrendously filthy joke, and he fell in the mud. He fell down. That's one of my proudest moments, man. But we bury each other, It's like, I guess that's not the greatest reference. But,
no, but he was the type of guy. He would give up the laugh. A lot of these sons of bitch comedians, man, they don't want someone to be funnier than them. But if you had a good joke or whatever, a good story, Gilbert would give you the laugh. I'll never forget that. He loved when people were being funny around him. He didn't give a crap because he had the confidence to know that anytime he wanted, he could be the funniest in the room. And some of these comedians that used to come in, they were so like insecure that they would not laugh at stuff.
Some people feel like maybe if they laugh, that's one less laugh that they're going to get.
Yes.
And they hope, and I never understood that. That's why it was such a joy. Like with Gilbert, there's other people that are just really fun that that give it up, that makes it just a joy to exchange.
Right. Let me acknowledge Biff Rotten Thighs. He gave me $15. This is how I make money these days, Jackie.
Wait a minute. What does Biff Rotten Thighs mean?
I never asked him that. That's what? Maybe I should ask him.
Hey Biff, I'll give you $15 if you explain why your name is Biff Rotten Thighs. Is that you, or is that your girlfriend, or is that just north of her thighs? What is rotten in Denmark?
I got one more thing on Gilbert. What the hell would he carry around with him? One day he came in, was it a backpack or a gym bag? I don't know what the hell, but he was always carrying a ton of shit around with him. And one day we tried to look what was in his bag, and he got really paranoid.
No, it was something to do with what was wrong with him. It was
Jesus. Are you serious?
It's like, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was something to do with some kind of medical. I don't know whether it was in case of emergency or something that was hooked up.
Now I feel like a fool. I thought it was.
But I'm not. I don't know that, but I just seem to remember that.
I thought it was him collecting like I don't know, ketchup packets and sugar packets because he really liked collecting stuff from hotels and whatnot. But we tried to get into the bag one day, and he was dead serious, and he was like. He pretty much like ran down the hall with the damn thing. He did not want going in there.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So, and that was all true. Like, him taking stuff home. His cheapness was so legendary. They did his 300th podcast. I think I did his podcast 4 times. And him and Frank Santopadre, the greatest guys to work with. And they had his 300th anniversary show at the Cutting Room. And everybody's getting up to do a little bit, and of course, everybody had a "How cheap is Gilbert" story, and I had a great one. We worked together on a show in Las Vegas, and it was blazing hot in the day, but by evening, it was freezing. That's just how it is out in the desert, and the entire crew it's time for dinner break,
right?
And me and him, we have a trailer. We're the quote unquote stars. So we have a trailer, but the rest of the people are eating at long tables outside. And the line is like 100, 200 people, however many people are in a TV production. And me and him are in the front and they're making steaks. And these people are starving and freezing behind us. And they give us each a steak on our plate. And Gilbert holds out his plate and says, "Can I have another one?" I'm like, I thought we were going to get ourselves killed. The people behind us were going to storm the Bastille, you know.
Right.
But he just had he had no qualms about it. He just
he didn't give two craps, man. He didn't care about what anyone thought of him. Biff Rotten Thighs is back, guys. My name is just a stupid name I came up with. No real meaning behind it. Real name is Chris.
That's a funny name, Chris.
Chris.